Now, weather connects us here at Fox. We've all had that one wild experience. Maybe it was a nasty blizzard or a flash flood. For Fox and Friends First co-host Carley Shimkus, Hurricane Sandy was her storm to remember. Our very own Bob Van Dillen had the chance to chat with her about it. She had some great tidbits about growing up in Jersey. Just like Bob, check it out.
What's going on, everybody? You never know who you're going to run into. Carley Shimkus, great to see you.
Happy to be hanging out here with you. I've never been to this little nook of the world.
Me either. This is brand new, but hey, listen, what a great place for ChillIn Van Dillen.
Yes.
You got your coffee up there as well.
This is the coolest mug I've ever seen, too. You could fit like a whole gallon of coffee in it.
These things are gigantic, which I love. So when we're talking about it, it's like, I have to have Carley on. Because you're a Morris County person just like I am in New Jersey, right?
Yes, we grew up in the same area. I grew up in a town called Long Valley.
We're actually on the mountain.
Yes, I was on the mountain.
There is a road that goes zigzaggy up that goes straight up.
Yes, I feel like I'm there right now. I can picture exactly what you're talking about. I love the whole state of New Jersey. But this area of New Jersey is beautiful. It's a little closer to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And it is very rural, a lot of protected land, a lot of farms in the area as well. And my husband, when we were dating and also into our marriage, he moved to Chicago. So there was a time where we were thinking about me moving as well and living in a suburb of Illinois. And we looked at a couple places and I was like, I cannot live here because it's so flat. And I didn't know that topography mattered so much to me. But if you grow up in Schooley's Mountain, the mountains of New Jersey.
I know. And there's some debate. Is it actually a mountain? It's called Schooley's Mountain.
I know.
We've
had this debate on Fox and Friends actually because there were people who didn't know.
Yeah, we've got mountains out there. The driving school, I forget, it was Taggart's driving school.
Sure.
First place they took me was up Schooley's Mountain after merging off of 80. So I'm like,
and
from 80 to the up your mountain.
There were horror stories about when I was going through that same driving school. There were horror stories about how deer could leap off the mountain and slam into your windshield.
That's right. And then land there. And then not only that, but be still alive and kick you in the face.
Yes.
Like,
we had the same driving instructor, and I didn't even know it.
Oh my gosh. So growing up there, first question, do you remember any major storms that smashed into Schooley's Mountain? I can tell you one.
Tell me, what storm?
I remember when I was 1992, I was in meteorology school, and there was a tornado. It was just a funnel cloud, but it smashed into Schooley's Mountain, and it was on the ground for a good half a mile.
When was
it did
this?
a lot of tree damage.
What year was this?
It was in June of 1992.
Oh, okay.
So I was not 20 yet.
I got to ask my
19.
parents about that.
Yeah, ask them. Yeah. Because I would drive up to go meet my aunt who lived very close to where you were at Heath Village. And there would always be this swath of trees that were snapped halfway up. And I always thought that's so cool. Tornado hit that right there.
And is that what inspires you to do what you're doing?
One of them, no question about it. That and a hurricane. But for you, you were in a mountain area.
The big storm that I think impacted my life the most was Hurricane Sandy. And I was living in New York City at the time already. And that was the first storm where I remember looking outside. And I had never seen this before. But I was like, oh my goodness, the sky is green.
Yeah.
You know, when the sky turns green. And my husband grew up in Illinois as well. So, you know, Tornado Alley. And he would say,
like, dang.
He would say that it's one of the eeriest things when that happens. So then for me to experience that in New York City, I knew that something was coming.
Insane.
And it certainly did.
I rode that one out in Asbury Park for a different network. Got the hell beat out of me on the Asbury Park boardwalk with that one.
What's that? What is that like?
It's intense.
That's remarkable.
There's about a threshold of wind where you can't stand any longer. And for me, it was about 80 to 85 mile per hour wind. What about other things when you were growing up? Before you're a successful journalist, right? You must have other jobs. Were any of those weather dependent?
I was a camp counselor.
There you go.
So we had some heat issues with the little ones. And I know that now. I mean, like these little babies. I took my group of kids were third graders. And, you know, the summers in Jersey are like the steamiest ever.
The last couple of days been smoking hot.
I know. So hot that my son couldn't go outside. When he does, he's like, too hot. No. He's two. So he's starting to realize. And I remember the summer that I was a camp counselor, there was like a couple like little kids that just couldn't take it anymore. You have to put like the ice on the wrist and all that. So let's see. So that's
a good one right there. My first job was cleaning up goose crap at Shongam Lake in Randolph, and if it rained, it didn't make the $3 a day seem worth it.
No, you at least need to get $5.
Yeah, it was a 12-year-old job. I was like, I'll take it. So you grew up in Morris County.
Yeah.
My question is, did you know that I played for Randolph High School football and we never lost a game, ever?
Okay, so Randolph and my high school, they played football against each other.
That's not my question. I'm just kidding.
Well, I went to West
true,
Morris, and when I went, we were state champions that year.
For football?
Yes.
Okay, see, we were for 4 years in a row.
Nice.
Then
when
we
you
left.
were playing.
Yeah, but then we left and it all went to crap.
I was just a mere spectator.
That's right. So did you play sports in high school?
I did it cross country. I was never like really that good. I remember there were a coach change.
Yeah.
And I love both of the coaches. And I remember I was thinking about not doing it my senior year. I wasn't going to go to college for anything like that, but I loved the team and I loved the workout and I do like running. And I was like, I was talking to the new coach and I was saying, I'm thinking about maybe not coming back. And he was like, no, you have to come back. The previous coach says that you're really good for morale. And I was like,
that's great. We don't necessarily need you to run.
Yeah.
But morale is great. But you could really help out.
I cheer people on real well.
That's great.
And you know what? I didn't even take offense because it was so true.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. But now, listen, we're out here in New York City. How great is it to work in like the big city we grew up around?
It's amazing. I do think about it. It's so easy to forget how blessed you are. Yeah.
Amen. I totally
Cheers
agree.
To that. Cheers to being here with you.
Carly, appreciate it, man. Come on my show anytime you want. We'll do it live.
I love to.
Yeah, we'll write it. We'll do it live on my show.
Live.
So you got to go to bed tonight at what, 3:30 p.m., right?
I know, yeah. No, I have a late bedtime, but I just get no sleep, and then we catch up on the weekends.
Oh, my gosh, that's what I did. I was on that morning show for 20 years, and the alarm clock would go off at 3:05 every morning.
Yeah.
I wanted to vomit every single time.
I've gotten past the vomit phase.
Have you? Okay,
yeah,
good.
now it's just you go from, oh no, I'm so nervous about it, to that, and then you just succumb.
Now you're relaxed.
Yes.
I know. You just kind of chill when you're driving in. It's the whole thing. But it's great to talk to you, man.
So good to be here.
Yeah, I'll see you around in the hallway.
I love it.
You can watch Fox and Friends First with Carley Shimkus on weekdays at 5 a.m. Eastern Time on Fox News Channel. Listen in on the latest news covering health, legal issues, politics, and lifestyle.